Hello guys, and in this video we are going to learn on assembling a laptop, all the components of a laptop step by step. Please make sure to subscribe down below. And we are going to assemble these components in the cabinet, and that's the cabinet of a computer, where we will start by fixing the USB hub, which has the USB port and the Ethernet port. So that's the USB hub, and you make sure you plug it on the cabinet properly. Make sure to fix the wires, the ribbons wires on the cabinet properly. So basically this is the cabinet which holds all the components of a laptop. So you start by fixing the USB hub. After fixing the USB hub, then you will connect the motherboard, and this is a major part of a laptop. Motherboard usually holds all the other components of a laptop, and this the CPU and the hard disk and all the other components are plugged into. So fix all the ribbon cables properly on the motherboard. Ribbons that have different functions. So these wire ribbons are for processing and sending data and information to other parts or components of a computer. So make sure to fix motherboard properly on the cabinet. So after fixing all the ribbon cables, then ensure that the motherboard is tightly fixed. Then we will fix the hard disk or the hard drive of the laptop. So this is the major storage device, and it's plugged into the hard drive socket, just like this. So just make sure the slots are tightly fixed properly. So just like that. Hard drive has two slots, one for data and the other one for power. So a laptop can have one or more hard drives, so make sure to input them. So fix the smart card reader. Smart card reader is a small motherboard that where peripheral devices such as the USB drive and other peripheral devices can be plugged into. So fix the mouse pad or the mouse motherboard. This is the mouse controller board that enables a mouse to communicate with the motherboard. It's called the mouse pad, and fix it properly on its slot, and apply screws so that it can be tightly fixed on the cabinet. So this is the motherboard where we are fixing our components. That's the smart card reader, that's the USB hub. So this is the back side of the cabinet. So we will fix the other component which is the WinRAN, and this Wi-Fi connection. This is for data connection. It's called WinRAN, and it's one of the major components of a laptop that will enable you to access the internet. So this is the DVD drive or the DVD writer. This is where you can play the DVD discs, and you plug it into that socket. So these ribbons should be well fixed into the motherboard. So this is the palm rest. So all the ribbon wire of the palm rest should be connected to the motherboard. The ribbon wires actually have lockers which tightly ribbon wires to the motherboard. So make sure you place them correctly. Connect the palm rest with the cabinet so that all the components should be inside the palm rest and the cabinet. So just like this, so you can see all the components are tightly fixed. So this is the central processing unit of the CPU. This is the brain of the laptop, and you put it at the insert it at the the CPU socket, and this is the CPU socket where you just plug it into the socket. The CPU actually has wires which actually end the slots, and that's how you fix the CPU. Lock it by using a launch screw, just like this. So this is one of the major components of a computer. That's the CPU. It's the central processing unit, and it's used for processing data into information. So apply thermopaste. This is a heat resistant glue which usually connects the CPU with the heatsink. This processing data, it actually gets hot, and it needs a heat resistant and a heating system. So apply the thermopaste on top of the CPU. Now you will place the heatsink, which usually cools down the CPU. So this is the thermopaste. Apply it on the CPU. So this is the cooling system of the laptop. That is the fan and the heating and the cooling sink. So this is the cooling unit. So fix the cooling unit and follow the screw tighten schedule. So this is the heating unit. This is the cooling unit, I mean, sorry. This for cooling down the CPU when it is processing the information. So the hot liquid goes through the fan, where it gets cooled and gets back to the CPU, cool down the CPU. Just like the car works, how the cooling system of a car works, it's just the same as that one of a laptop, where the cooling liquid flows to the fan and back to the CPU, where it gets hot, and back to the fan where it gets cooled. So that is how you fix the cooling unit on top of the CPU. Plug the cooling fan connector and plug it into the motherboard so that it can get power from the motherboard. Fix RAM on the proper slot. RAM is the random access memory for short-term storage on data that is being processed by a computer or a laptop. So that is how you fix the RAM on its slot. So that is so this is the cabinet, step by step assembling the different. So make sure you tighten the cabinet and the palm rest so that the components should be well or properly fixed. So put the screws so that you can lock all the components inside the cabinet. So just like this. So basically this is how we are arranging these components. Now you will fix the screen or the monitor of a laptop. So this is how you plug into. So just use the screws on the proper part of the cabinet. Make sure the wires are properly fixed. So apply the screws cabinet together with the screen. So fix the cabinet. So fix the wires properly and tighten the screw so that you fix the screen with the cabinet. So this is the ribbon that transfers data. This is the ribbon for display, and connect it to the motherboard so that it can share all the information, so that the information from the motherboard can be directed to the display. So tighten the nuts. So this one is one of the key cables that is used for data transfer. So fix the other cable from the screen with the wheel run. Basically there are slots for this wire or cables rather. So basically this how you have assemble the cabinet properly with the remaining bits. So we are remaining only with the very few components such as the battery. So basically we are remaining with only a few components such as the battery and the keyboard. So make sure you put or you fix them properly, assemble the cabinet properly. And so basically this is how you assemble all the major components or all the components of a laptop. So please make sure to subscribe down below, like and comment. Please follow our channel for all other tech tutorials. Tech School, a hub of tech professionals.